everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are talking about one of the biggest killers of confidence, and you guessed it, comparing yourself. And trust me, it's not just you. We are going to be talking about why we compare ourselves in the first place, what comparison looks like, the effects of comparison on our lives, and finally how to stop comparing yourself. So if it's something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe, like, and let's get started. First things first, just want to point out that there is good comparison and there is bad comparison, which is what we are going to be talking about in this video. Part 1. What does comparing yourself actually looks like? If you find yourself being envious, if you find yourself being jealous, if you find yourself being discontent or happy over somebody's win or success, then that might be a sign that you are comparing your life to another person's life. So jealousy and envy are actually two different words with two different meanings, although they are commonly used interchangeably. Envy is when you are feeling unhappy, discontent over what somebody else's have, and you actually want to have that, you desire to have that. Whereas jealousy is actually a fear of losing what you already have. So you are feeling scared, you want to protect, you are very scared to lose what you have over somebody else or over whatever. So jealousy is just fear of losing what you have. Part 2, why we compare ourselves in the first place. Comparing ourselves actually links all the way back to evolutionary explanation, which basically says that our ancestors were able to survive and thrive in like society by comparing themselves to other people. So it could be because of, mating reasons, it could be because of competition for resources, it could be because of social ranking. So this is to say that comparing ourselves doesn't actually start now. It is a phenomenon that has always been there all the way back. So that is one of the reasons why we compare ourselves. The second reason is that social media has gotten so common in our society now, and so we log onto Instagram and we immediately see models, influencers, celebrities whose lives are just like over the top successful, and then me as somebody who does not have it all together feels jealous or feels very envious because I am like here and they're here. And so that could be also one of the reasons why we compare ourselves. And the third reason I would say is because of the lack of self-esteem and self-worth. So if you lack self-esteem, if you don't know what you're worth, if you don't know your identity, I think you are more prone to letting society decide what success means or what a win means. And so you look at other people's win and you think that is what success means. And in reality, success is different to everybody. My success is not your success. We define success in very different ways as individuals. And so if you have a lack of self-esteem, you're not aware that, hey, just because she has that does not mean that I should have it. That is her success, that is her story, but it doesn't have to be mine. And so it is very important that you have a sense of knowing, self-knowing, self-esteem, self-worth, and identity, so that you know that we are in different paths, we're in different journeys. Your success is yours, my success is mine, and it's going to look different. Part three, what are the effects of comparing yourself to other people look like? So, number one, your mental health, your self-esteem. You tend to have anxiety, depression, guilt, shame. You criticize yourself over past mistakes. You are so depressed. You lack motivation. You lack hope. You lack purpose. And you just feel so inferior to other people. You think you are just like, you're not it. You lose focus on your personal goals because obviously you're looking at another person. You're trying to get in their lane. You're chasing what they have and you're not staying in your lane and focusing on your process and your journey. And so you lose the focus, you lose your life's purpose, you lose your goals, you lose the vision. You just lose all the purpose in the world because you're looking at somebody else's life. The third thing, it just creates unhealthy competition. You are in a competition with somebody who probably is not even in a competition with you. You're looking at their life, you're chasing what they have, you're setting unrealistic standards, you are chasing things that you don't even want, things that don't even add value because in your life, but because this person has it and this person shows it off and it's in idealized standard, you now chasing it because you want to fit in, you want to not be left behind. So you're in a very unhealthy competition because number one, you don't even know what this person did to gain what they have. You don't know the sacrifices they have done. You don't know the behind the scenes. You don't know what they've lost to even obtain what they have. But you want to jump from your lane to their lane, and it's just unhealthy. It's just unhealthy competition. You want to avoid that at all costs. Part 4, how to stop comparing yourself to another person. Number 1, limit your screen time. I feel like this is my number 1. It's very important. This social media is like around us everywhere. Everybody has phones, everybody has Instagram. So definitely limit the time you spend on social media. I personally am not on social media. I have only TikTok on my phone and I hardly log in to TikTok, and if I do, I just, watch motivational content, entertainment, and that's that. I really ran away from watching or engaging in content or watching people who are way who are in very different stages of their lives than mine. If I do watch influencers, it's basically people who I feel are on the same journey as me. I ran away from celebrity life. I am not a celebrity, obviously. And I don't have that life, so I'm definitely avoiding that at all costs because I don't want to find myself being envious, being jealous, chasing things that I actually don't want. Limit your screen time. If you have to set an alarm on how much you can spend on average, I think you can do that. If you have to schedule time periods of when you can log into social media a day, do that. Do whatever works for you. But in my humble opinion, do not spend more than 15 minutes on social media. Besides, celebrities and all of that, it is unhealthy to be scrolling on your phone for like hours and hours. So you definitely want to avoid that at all cost. Number 2, practice gratitude. I'm gonna say that for the people at the back. Practice gratitude, okay? Like comparing yourself is closely linked to having a scarcity mindset. I like doing this, I don't know why. Having a scarcity mindset. And a scarcity mindset says, I am in lack, and whatever I have, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to protect it because I don't want it to run out. If it's money, I'm gonna save it. If it's resources, I'm gonna keep them to myself. I do not want it to run out, whatever the thing is. And obviously, as discussed before, That is what jealousy is. That is what jealousy is born out of. Feeling that you are in lack and wanting to protect what you already have. Whereas gratitude open doors for you to actually be aware that, hey, I have every single thing that I need. I live in abundance. God is going to bless me with more. The only thing I need to do is appreciate what I have now. If you don't appreciate what you have now, if you're not thankful of what you have now, what makes you think that God is going to trust you with more if you do not appreciate what you already have, what He has already blessed you with? If you have a roof, if you have food, if you have clothes, in my opinion, you have every single thing that you need. Anything outside of that, it's external desires, and I'm not saying it's bad to have that, but if you put too much focus on external desires and not focus on what you have now in the present, then you really are not gonna be able to have gratitude. And the opposite of gratitude is lack. And so, or the opposite of abundance is a scarcity mindset. So you're just gonna be living in constant scarcity mindset, thinking that, okay, this is not enough, I need to chase the next thing, I need to chase the next thing. And in reality, you basically have every single thing that you need. So practice gratitude. If you have to journal every single day, do that. Most people say every single day, morning or night, write 3 things that you are grateful for. If it's too much for you, if you're not into journaling, I would say just write 1 thing every single day what you're grateful for. I can guarantee you every single day there is something to be grateful for. Even if it's just 1 thing, do that. Practice gratitude. Signal to God that, hey, thank you for this. And God will be like, okay, if you're thankful for this, then you're in a position where I can like bless you with more. The next thing would be, according to Roxy Nafusi's book on manifestation, to turn that envy into inspiration. So she says that envy comes from a scarcity mindset, which is what I said. So when you see somebody else winning, somebody else being successful, you don't look at that as like from a scarcity mindset. You say that, okay, she has won, she is successful. That means that there is so much abundance in this world that I can obtain that too. You use that as inspiration. You use that as a motivation to keep on working, keep on putting in the work to get what you want. There's a YouTube short that I saw recently, and it's basically a girl who's like showing this whole phenomenon. What you hate about you, somebody else loves that or wants that. So it's a girl showing like she's like straightening her hair, and the people who have straight hair are like, oh no, I want to curl my hair. And it's just like an opposite of, you have this and you don't like it, and you're chasing what this one has, and this one doesn't like what she has, is chasing what you have. So it's a whole thing of literally what you want, what you don't want, what you don't like about yourself. Somebody else finds that unique, somebody else wants to chase that, somebody else likes that. So that goes to show that comparison is just, it's unhealthy. It's not even valid, because everybody is unique in their own ways. Everybody is looking for the next big thing, for the next successful thing, and so stay in your lane is what I mean. The last thing I would say is have the mindset of progress over perfection. Know that, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, it's about the process, it's about progressing. I would say the only person you need to be in comparison with and in competition with is yourself. Just strive to be at least 1% better than you were yesterday. Compare yourself to your yesterday self. If you are 1% better today than you were yesterday, then that's a win. For me, that is a win, to be at least 1% better than I was yesterday. And that's it for today, guys. Please comment down below if there's something you think I have missed out on. If you have found value in this video, I would love to hear from you guys. And thank you for watching. If you watched up to this point. I appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.